The Bears beat the Commanders on Monday. And that win wasn't just us beating the Commanders. That was exercising our past demons. Last year, we lost to the Commanders from a Hail Mary that was tipped into the hands of a receiver. We lost that game, a game we should have won, a game that would have been won handedly if it wasn't for Shane Waldron's terrible play calling. We lost that game, and then we lost 10 more games straight. We fired our head coach for the first time in franchise history. Then we went out and we got Ben Johnson in hopes that he could improve Caleb Williams' play and make this offense interesting, exciting, perhaps even good. And it seems like that's what he's doing. But nobody in the NFL believes in us. Everyone is against us. The Commanders, the nation, the officials on that Monday night, even the announcers. Troy Aikman was our greatest enemy here. But what they didn't factor in is we have God on our side. We have the Pope on our side. We went in there. We wanted it more. We dominated the Commanders. I don't care about that final box score. I don't care that we won on a field goal. Rome Odunze has gotten a touchdown every game this year. I will not look at the box score and say, well, he didn't get one in week 6. He did. It was called back on a bad call on an offensive lineman who was lined up correctly. And they called back a Rome touchdown that would have extended his streak to 5 weeks in a row. While in the grand scheme, not knowing the context of last season and this season, everything going into this game, it's a game that truly doesn't matter that much. It's outside of division. The Bears are 2-2 going into this game, but we went in there and we won. And we proved that even with the officials against us, we could pull up in a close game that should have been a lot further in score and turn around and win. Do we have things to improve? Definitely. That run game is bad. But what Monday night's game against the Commanders showed is that the Bears won't give up. They don't have that in them. Sure, we'll let some of our lack of discipline show, when we're in a bad situation and that needs tightened up. But no matter what, we will fight to the end. We will try to steal that win from you. We didn't do it week 1, but we've been getting better ever since. We scrapped it out against the Raiders. We scrapped it out against the Commanders. This isn't just, we're finding the games are being handed to us, we're not even a good team. This is a team that is playing arguably above their talent level and winning games because they want it more. If you told me that Jake Moody would save this team's season potentially, I would have called you stupid. Okay? Jake Moody didn't know he was going to kick in this game. And then he went out there, went 4 for 5 on field goals. Jake Moody is historically not known as a good kicker, but he drilled it. After the performance in Vegas, I had to apologize to Cairo Santos because he hasn't been great the past couple years. Jake Moody, if he's able to dial it in and actually kick more accurately, then he might be the future kicker for the Chicago Bears. And I'm not saying, it's definitely happening right now. It's just, if he's able to dial it in, he has a strong leg, and it could happen. Amazing game. It took 3 takeaways, and it shouldn't have. The Commanders were handed a touchdown, essentially, because on 3rd and long, there was a phantom face mask call that gave them a first down. It didn't happen. They were handed that first down and then proceeded to score afterwards. Could defense have played a little better after that? Sure. Yeah, definitely. But that's 7 points the Commanders never should have had in the first place. And also, the Rome touchdown that was taken back. That's 6 points we should have had. That increases the deficit. And there's more plays where there were phantom calls against the Bears that we didn't deserve. This was genuinely one of the worst officiated games of the year. And there were some really questionable calls in that Chiefs-Lions game. The Lions got screwed, genuinely. I know they're a division rival, but if we're being honest, if we're keeping it a buck, that really wasn't a game the Lions should have lost. At least not that bad. I feel like this was a statement game for DeAndre Swift. Theo Benedict being on the line, I don't know if that's what made Swift so much better, or if the Commanders' run defense is just not great. But DeAndre Swift looked like a stud. He was great out there. He did way better against the Commanders than he did against the Cowboys, who, I mean, I think they improved a little bit on run defense, but not much. I'm not a huge DeAndre Swift guy, but he really, really impressed me this game. It was beautiful. He was getting open lanes. Ben Johnson was calling great plays for him to run and receive. Theo Benedict helped the line seem more cohesive and actually give openings for a run. It's just excellent stuff. I love to see the run game being established because that means the defense has to worry about the run more, meaning Caleb can actually throw the ball to an open receiver, which is great. I'm a big fan of tight ends. I would still love to see Cole Kmet and Colston Loveland incorporated more into the offense. I think Colston Loveland was actually used pretty well, and he is just a rookie, and he's had less snaps than Luther Burden. Luther Burden looks like a stud, by the way. He looks great. Colston Loveland, I think he'll get there. Everyone's talking about how we made the wrong pick by getting Colston Loveland instead of Tyler Warren. I'm not fully on that train. Tyler Warren plays more similarly to Cole Kmet than Colston Loveland does. Colston Loveland is more of your Kyle Pitts or Sam Laporta kind of guy. He's a smaller tight end, and he's faster. He's going to get the ball. He's going to run it down your throat. His blocking's not great. But you have Cole Kmet to be your tight end that has your blocks. He's going to take cheap yardage and catch the ball most of the time. He's been dropping the ball more this season than he ever has in his career. It's actually insane how much he's dropped it this year. But also he's just not getting that many targets. I hope he fixes whatever's going on and is able to reel those balls in. Because if he does, Cole Kmet is a very good tight end, and I will die on that hill. Thankfully, DJ Moore's injury doesn't seem too awful. He's day-to-day right now. Seeing that hit and then hearing he went, in an ambulance after the game to go to the hospital, I had some fears that it was going to be really bad. I know I talked about trading him early on in the season, but I see the vision now. DJ Moore's a big part of this team. Him existing helps keep Rome open. And if they start trying to guard Rome and DJ, that gets our tight ends more open. That gets a Luther Burden or a Zacchaeus open more often. And I'm not even going to talk about Zacchaeus' drop. These things happen. He's usually pretty consistent. It's just, sometimes things don't work your way. Could have been a great revenge game for him, but it just wasn't in the cards for that night. It's fine. Bears beat the Commanders. That's all that matters. It was a great game from the Bears, even though the officials didn't want it to be, and Troy Aikman thought it was the worst game ever played by a football team, especially one that won the game. They say we got lucky, but genuinely the Commanders were lucky they were in it that close. I'm not trying to sound cocky, but this is genuinely the best that the Bears have looked in a long time, and it just feels good that we're stringing together wins. We should be able to go home and beat the Saints. Of course, there's a chance it's a trap game, but, let's beat the Saints. Caleb, beat Spencer Rattler like you did in Oklahoma, and, should be an easy game, and we can keep on rolling. Keep stacking up wins. We don't need to win a playoff game even. Just make it. Just make it to the playoffs. That wasn't my goal to start the season. I wanted Caleb to hit 4K passing yards. He's on pace to do it. He's on great pace to do it. Keep doing that, Caleb. Keep slinging that pill. Stack some wins. If we make it to the wild card spot, that's great. I'll be so happy. Anyways, that's about it for this video. Just happy that my Chicago Bears are putting together some wins. Anyways, please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time.